Now I know this is delayed before I can see who's all in here. But hey y'all, and I didn't even post. Let me post real quick. I'm live. See, I can see a thumbs up, but I don't see nobody in here yet. It's extremely delayed. Hey y'all, there y'all go. Now I can see y'all. Hey y'all, happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Hold on, I need to post it on live, child. I probably should have did this before I went live, but it's all right. It's all right. It's okay. What I'm doing is, y'all, I've been diligently working on a surprise, okay? On a surprise. It's coming soon. I've been diligently working on my next move and making sure it's my best move, okay? And we're starting from the bottom, but that's all right. Now on YouTube. Happy Sunday, y'all. Not my birthday. I've been working on that too, but I think I got that all squared away. I think birthday plans are set in stone. We good there. We are good there. So um yeah. Let's pray we good there, okay? Hold on. But we are here to discuss real life situations that need real life answers, okay? Real life situations that need real life solutions. As soon as I get this up here, hold on. Share, copy link. There we go. Okay. What y'all got planned today, though? Did y'all go to praise and worship? Do you have a trip coming soon? Trip coming soon. Got a trip in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, something like that. Something like that. Something like that. 2.5 weeks, and I will be boarding a plane. Let's chat. Okay. Good Lord. Y'all went to praise and worship? Meet and greet coming too. I'm telling y'all, I'm working on a lot of things at once, a whole lot of things. I think y'all gonna be very proud of me because I've been trying to maneuver this solo dolo kind of with very minimal help. And so things are just taking longer than I thought. But it's okay because I'm excited about what's to come and I'm just gonna let God have his way and hopefully we gonna take off, okay? Okay, hold on. Uh. All right, there we go. All right, so today we live because we got real life situations that need real life solutions. Okay, these are real life people. Some of them may be participating in this chat right now. I'll allow people to remain anonymous if that's what they want to do. Or it could be just different things that has come through my DM or something like that. But we're gonna discuss real life situations because sometimes we don't have the shoulder to lean on that we thought we did. We don't have people around that we can confide in with certain topics. Sometimes we don't feel comfortable discussing everything with everybody. So it's kind of like, sometimes people need that shoulder to lean on to stay anonymous and get some answers from total strangers that may help them along the way. Because sometimes I do. Okay. But here's our first scenario. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Hey, y'all. All those who just joined the chat. Let me give y'all the first scenario. All right, so here we go. So this has happened to me twice with the same friend. Both times they blocked me because of whoever they were dating because of our dynamic. Then circle back like nothing happened once the relationship ended. Now I'm all for grace. I probably show more than most, But let's be clear, my friendship ain't no damn consolation prize. You don't get to put me on pause like I'm some background character in the story of your life, only to hit play when it's convenient. All right, that is our scenario. So this individual is stating that the same friend put them on pause while they was involved with the relationship. The relationship went on a slow fall of hell. Okay, it did not end up in happy endings, and now they want to rekindle or light that flame again on the friendship. How y'all think that should be handled? Sometimes people do be sensitive. Don't be sensitive. And y'all let me know clear, cut, and dry. Because, like I said, these sometimes are situations that come through the DM. These are sometimes situations that people just send to me. So it's like they want the help. And obviously, they don't have a friend to confide in, or the friend probably is, like you say, sensitive and can't have an adult conversation and move on and move past. Y'all be surprised. A lot of people cannot have an open conversation and agree to disagree and move past certain things. If it's not their way, it's the highway or whatever. But hold on, let me see. Maddie is holding on. Maddie is holding on to God's unchanging hand life for CC. Let me tell you, Maddie got her new windshield, and I drive Maddie like she the most expensive thing out there. Do you hear me? Nike say leave that friend where they at. She told you she has no loyalty. Believer. Hey, some people get in relationships and can only focus on that, either by choice, ADHD. Sometimes the man alienates the woman too. Okay, so I have been in that situation. I have been in a relationship before where the male alienated me from my friends. The male was very adamant that going to the gym can cause infidelity. I mean, it was a whole total nightmare. I can honestly say I will never be put in that situation again. But back then, I will admit that I have been in a relationship where the man has been like, I don't want you hanging around this person or that person because they single, and you may, they may convince you to do, or the peer pressure may have you doing things you ain't supposed to do, and dot 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 dot. How long, Cap? How long? Y'all got some side questions. How long were they friends? If I had to guess, I'm gonna say over a decade. Over a decade. Hey, Miss Shay May. Yeah, so I can honestly say, with my past experience in relationships, it taught me a lot of what I refuse to ever deal with again. So, it's although it didn't go past, like I said, y'all all know my relationships had an expiration date of 5 years. All of them. 5 years was a cutoff point. I just appreciate going through those times with those people because it has taught me what I will never, ever, ever put up with again. I seen Drea in here. Hey, Drea, baby. Potent pondering. Gotta be, baby, because when I tell you I had a dude, and y'all know my mother is handicapped. My mother is handicapped, and my mother is first and priority. So one of my relationships, I already knew it wasn't going nowhere because he had a problem with me going to my mama's house. Like, I got to take care of this lady. And my father was still alive during this time, but still, like, you got a problem with me going to my mother's house when you know where she lives and you can come there anytime you want. Like, there's an open invitation. Like, I thought that was weird. So once that was revealed, it was like, okay, yeah, this ain't gonna work. Mm, definitely insecure. Some men are very controlling. Yes, very controlling. And then the thing about that, they be very controlling, but they be the one doing wrong the whole time. They be the one stepping out and doing all kinds of stuff, but they be the first one to accuse you of doing something. Crazy work. Crazy. Jay Boogie, I'm with you. It was a hell no for me. I never looked at that person the same after they opened their mouth. Sometimes I be in awe of the things that people think about in their head and allow to come out of their mouth. It's kind of like you sat there and thought that shit through like that and allowed it to come out of your mouth. Like, really? Yeah. So, yeah, I be in awe at the stupidity. Ignorance is bliss. Okay. Very weird. Very weird. Those who just joined the chat, we are discussing real life situations from individuals who need real life opinions and advice. People have to learn balance between friendship, relationships, and family. If they can't understand the importance of shared love, then they must move to the left. That's true, like Bay says. That is very true, like Assisi. I agree. I agree. The accusers go off a guilty conscience because they're the ones actually doing it. Very true, Jay Boogie. Hey, Jacqueline Wright. Maya, you just came in. We just only discussed one situation. So we're discussing real life situations that need real life opinions and help along the way. Sometimes we have individuals who, you may have a friend, but you may not want to discuss things with that actual friend. So we're discussing real life situations that need real life answers. All right. So that was one. We're gonna move on to the second one for those who just joined. All right. So this is how would you have handled this? Okay. So boom, we've been talking for about 2 months. He was the sweetest, willing to be patient, and just all around kind. We vibed well together. He's taken me out on my birthday, and we spent hours on the phone. Now let's fast forward to today. So we planned a cute little date, a walk to the mall, and Froyo seems innocent enough, right? I had him meet me at my job. I hopped in his car, and off to the mall we went. On the way out, why the fuck his wife comes charging at us? And I'm like, who the fuck is she? My head snapped around because I'm like, what is going on? He starts talking about that's my stalker. Mind you, out of her earshot, she jumps in his car, starts it up, and starts driving away with me in it. I'm like, hold on. She yells out the window, not in my car. Oh, and I'm his wife. How would y'all have handled that? She did stop. So on here, it did say she did stop the car and allowed the lady to get out. And she said she should have asked her for a ride, but she called an Uber. But how would y'all have handled that? You already in the vehicle with oh boy. Wife come charging at the car. He jumps out. Wife jumps in the driver's seat and drives off with you in it. How would you have handled that? India, I don't know what you was trying to say, but YouTube. Oh no, it's like you retracted it. I'm tripping. Baby, I don't know what I would have done in that situation. I would have been mouth open, like I don't know. Do you crack the door and tuck and roll? Cause man, where are you going with me in this car? Look, India says she gonna fight both of them. Both of them get hit upside their head. Not a Miss Hawkins. So you gonna speak to the lady? Hello, lady. What's your name? I don't know what I would have done. That right there would have threw me for a loop. Tuck and roll, yes, because ma'am, shoot, she could have been trying to drive herself off a cliff, like escape her misery. No, not with me in this car. Let me out. Yeah, he would have caught these fish. So that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Go after the man. The woman ain't the one causing the problems. The man is the problem at this point. But that's what I like to see because there's so many times that women get caught up in these situations where they first thing is they want to attack the woman. They don't want to go after the true problem of the situation, the true cause of what's went wrong. You want to attack the woman. But kudos to y'all that want to go upside his head because I would have had a few choice words for him, definitely. And I can understand if my friend feels, oh, wait, well, if marriage is your priority, get your man, girl. Period. If it don't work out, holler at me and we can go find somebody else. Brianna D is gonna come with the message all the time. She's kidnapping you, so call the police. Baby, that would I'm be honest, police probably wouldn't have been the first thing going on in my head. Police definitely probably would not have been the first thing going on in my head because at the moment in the spur, I don't know. Then you can't really rap the woman for driving off with you because she might run into something. Definitely man fault, but I'm not going to let her just drive off with me in there. I heard that. But you can't rap her. What you gonna do? Your life for that split second was in her hands. She could have drove into a cement wall, a post or something. Like, what you gonna do? Hey, Stephanie. Baby, you got to think fast with that kind of stuff. You have to think fast. But you know what? I said, I don't know what I would have done. I do know what I would have done. And as terrible as these joints are, and as slow as I be moving sometimes, when I seen her charging at the car, that would have been my exit right there. If I saw her charging to it and he's hollering, this is my stalker, I would have exited right there. And I always keep me something in my bag now. I always keep me a line of defense in my bag, whether it be a taser, mace, whatever. And don't let me be in my own vehicle because, baby, somebody ain't going to make it. Why she didn't lock the doors? Because he jumped out. He jumped out. And so the wife was able to jump in the driver's seat. He jumped out. So if it's a newer car, I know with newer cars, the doors automatically unlock. So when he jumped out, if I'm thinking about this correctly, she jumped in. What we talking about? Miss Queen D. Okay, Miss Queen D. We talking about real life situations that need real life answers and what would you do moments. So in this situation, this girl went out on a, she been talking to this dude for 2 months. They was going on a innocent date to the mall. They were gonna walk around and get froyo. He picked her up from her job. He picked her up from her job. In with them pulling up at the mall, a woman comes charging at the car, and it's the man's wife. So the wife jumped in the driver's seat and drives a little bit. It didn't say how far she drove with the lady in the passenger seat, but she drove off with the lady in the car before the lady was able to jump out and call herself an Uber. And I said, what would you have done? Hey, y'all. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Baby, yeah, I think it would have probably been a tuck and roll. You can't mace the woman because then she'll drive into something. You're going to have a car wreck. You can't hit her either because it really ain't her fault. I'm telling y'all, I probably would have jumped out when he jumped out. If he jumped out, I'm going to jump out behind him because, baby, And I'm going to tell you another thing. I'm too old to be tussling for too long. Okay? So if you plan on fighting me, let's know it's gonna be really unfair. I'm giving you head one. It's gonna be unfair. I'm not gonna tussle with y'all. 42 years. Oh no, baby. No. Hey, Miss Ashlyn Jade. I ain't finna tussle. Not too long, baby. She called the Uber. Brianna said she would have called the police and pressed charges. Now, put yourself in the other shoes. What would you have done if that was your husband in your vehicle and you drove up on him with another woman? And how she got there? They never said that. Did she come in a different car? One of her partners brought her. It never said how she got there. But anyways, put yourself in the other situation. How would you have reacted if you was the wife? Let me see what y'all got to say. How would you have reacted if you was the wife? Miss Queen D say still press charges. What they say? Press. Press them charges. I heard that. Yes, Miss Ashlyn J. Aries season right around the corner, baby. Y'all ain't saying nothing if y'all was the wife. What would y'all have done if y'all was the wife and you rolled up on your husband with his little, I don't know what, I guess they didn't have titles, his little mistress in the vehicle, in your vehicle. What y'all would have done? You do? Your birthday on the 25th too? Miss Hawkins say me and him would have been fighting. My grandmama said, ease your head out the lion's mouth. Don't tell him shit and take it all. That's a good saying. I'm gonna have to put that in the storage back here. At the end of the day, another woman owes you no respect. It would have been his behind on the line, especially jumping out the car and leaving me in there. H-Town Virgo, I totally agree. Your loyalty, that woman had no loyalty to you, and he had. I'm too P for all that. I would have let him have his little time. Then he got home, all his shit will be outside somewhere. That's it. That's all. No discussion. No further discussion needed here, sir. You have just gotten your moving papers. Kira said, this why I'm single now. I ain't got no man. Because, it would have been me and him. And I'm going to tell you one thing. I ain't going to tussle too long with nobody. When they say light it up, baby, that taser would have been on them nuts. I would have been him. Jumped on him and she would have said something slick, then she would have got popped too. All right, Brittany Miles. Okay, all right, we discussed that one. Let's move on. It's a bunch, y'all. People be sending stuff to my DM. It's a bunch. Okay. This one says, been talking to this guy I've been known since high school for a while. Well, today he canceled our date night for a last minute trip to Corpus for work. Okay, cool, no biggie. He does this often. Well, I hadn't heard from him since about 3. So and I called and went straight to voicemail. Text showing not delivered. I started to get worried and decided to call. Y'all, his wife answered. He gets on, says, I'm in the bed with my wife. And I said, are you serious? Like, y'all, he was telling me he loved me, talking about moving in and everything. And I had absolutely no clue that this man was married. And sometimes we put a lot of stuff on these men, and again, they owe us no loyalty. His loyalty should be to his wife, but we got to start using our brain. Okay, we got to start using our head. If the patterns are off, if there's no consistency, if there are times where he's giving you a lot of times when he can talk to you and when he can't, like we got to start using our head too. Like, come on, man, what are we doing here? Like we can't. Sometimes we put a lot of it's his fault. It's his fault. It's sometimes we got to take accountability and responsibility too. We got to use our head. Tell him, boy, bye. My 50-50 half crash out, half just walk away gracefully. Oh, thank you, Siobhan Campbell. They just want your pantry door open when he wants goodies. But when you allow the pantry door to open and the goodies come at no cost, then of course he's going to keep coming to the corner store for free. If he can come to the corner store and get whatever he wants when he wants it and just sell you a wolf ticket, he gonna keep coming. Like, come on now. I say all the time, you got to teach people how to treat you, whether it be niggas, friends, co-workers, bosses, pastors, first ladies. I don't care what title you hold. You have to teach people how to treat you. That's period. And if they continue to step on your toes and offend you, you got to let that close that revolving door. Don't allow it to continue to happen, because once you let somebody skate, baby, they're gonna ice skate all over your ass. I'm telling you what I know. We got 178 in the room. We got 66 likes. Like the live. Like the live, my squad, like the live. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We are almost to another milestone, 26,000. Go ahead and like this live and subscribe if you are not currently a member of the squad. And we got some things coming. Hopefully, announcements will be made by the end of the month. We got some things coming. I've been working very diligently. Okay. I've been working very diligently. I think y'all gonna be proud of me. Trudy say Team FBI here. It's kind of like now when you start dating somebody, well, only if you know what county they were married in. Marriage license are public record. So you are able to look up, names to see. So I would suggest scrolling your local counties to see if a marriage license pops up, and that might help us along the way here. That might help you not waste time. Divorce paperwork and divorce filings are also public record. So if they telling you they was married and they didn't already filed for divorce, what county did you file in? Because baby, it's public record. Look it on up. Help yourself. Save yourself the heartache and pain and time. Okay. Thank you, Michelle Lyman in color. Trudy Nelson says she the FBI, baby. She is the FBI. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. Now I did the first situation that I read about the friendship being placed on hold, blocked on social media every time they get that came from a male. Not all these situations are females. The first one was a male. Okay, this one is kind of self-explanatory. How would you feel if your baby daddy started bringing a new girl around your children when it's his weekend with them? A female that you have not met before or even been told about. You had to hear about her from your children. I can answer that because I done been through that several times. I don't care. Hey, what you choose to do with what female, I don't care. That ain't none of my business. And unfortunately, you cannot control who your baby's daddy, and if it's vice versa, baby, the other way around, baby mama, who they choose to date. As long as the child is not in any type of danger, you have no control over that. None. To be honest, I have befriended, you know, my baby daddy's mates because I get along with them better than I do the baby daddy. Okay, in some cases, it can be like that. That's right, Nike. It don't matter. Just take care of them kids. As long as your kids ain't in danger, you can't control it. You cannot control it at all. So don't even stress about it. Again, too, though, that goes back to what I said. We have to be very cautious and aware of who we choose to procreate with. You when you lay down, open them legs, hey, and you know what comes without using protection. You know what come with that. We all grown. You know what come with that. So if you don't want to rock with that dude like that, I advise you to do what you need to do to protect yourself. I know that's right, Kira. Kyra. Hopefully I said that right. Latisse. Tanisha Glenn, I'm the only baby mama. Okay, so you've never had to experience anything like that. I am not the only baby mama. In both, see, y'all gonna learn something new about me. In both of my children are child number three. Both of my children are child number three. First girl, third child, both of them. I do have two different baby fathers, baby daddies, whatever. Let me see. Plan B is always the option. Respect my child. That's all that matters. Sometimes it's better to deal with the girlfriend. I'm telling you, in the situation I am, I rather deal with her. Hell, I bought her a Christmas gift. Hey, be careful who you procreate with. That's absolutely, I agree with that 100%. Let me say, I agree with that now 100%. I should have used better judgment, but I don't regret my children. Mm, me too, Jen. Okay, y'all got some good little responses to these little situations. Let's see. As long as they're good to my children, then I wouldn't have a problem. Be careful who you sleep with. That's right. I got mad when my child's father messed it up with his ex. So you got mad when he left the girlfriend that you liked. No, that's funny. It's like, what did you do to her? Child free over here, but I feel for those of y'all who have to deal with that stuff. And I will say, when my children were younger, it was worse off. I guess now my kids are older, and y'all know I have a 21-year-old. So with her, I don't have to deal with um her father at all. If she elects to deal with him, that's on her. But I'm so glad I don't have to deal with all that no more. That is a headache. Okay, stresses you the hell out. I've never had any issues with my child's father, girlfriends, or wife because I don't want them. That's right. That's right, Brianna Diggs. You left the past in the past, okay? You moved on to bigger and better things. I know when the divorce is over. Mm. Now let's move to the media. Let's move to reality shows. Y'all into reality shows? I have been watching. I have not actually, let me be honest, sat down and watched a full episode of the new Housewives, the new seasons of Housewives. However, I have seen various clips. Do y'all feel like and it doesn't just have to be housewives, do y'all feel like when you expose the world to your relationship, when you expose when you elect to do um, reality TV, do you think that the relationship can be coming to an end? Do you think the relationship is, you know, I'm trying to read and think. That's right. Do you think the relationship can be in jeopardy once you expose all your secrets? Because these are my thoughts. And I'm talking about, well, I'm gonna tell you who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Shamia. If y'all are not familiar with the Housewives, I believe her name is pronounced Shamia. Shamia has been on the show as Portia's best friend. Okay, so she came in as Portia's best friend, but now she has her own peach. So you're learning a little bit more about Shamia. And Shamia has been exposing the fact that, they live in a $9 million home. For her birthday, her husband bought her a $500,000 car and things like that. And let's just be honest, you have women out here on um I want to reach nigga time. You have women out here that's they go to sleep and they wake up and that's the agenda for the day. We finna jump on these social media. We finna hop into these niggas DMs because we see what they can do for us. So do y'all feel like exposing your personal life, assets that you've attained with your husband or by yourself, well, however you've gotten it, and the things that he has purchased you, do you think that can be detrimental to the relationship? Because I do know people personally who living right here where I live who have admitted, like, I ain't know nothing about that nigga. I jumped in his DM when I seen what he could do for her. And shoot, he bit the bait and it went on from there. So do you think what y'all think? I think I probably would not have done it. I think that, and I know everybody wants a check, but from the outside looking in, it doesn't look like she needed that check. And our money ain't good money when it comes to, destroying your life. If there are any cracks in your relationship, the show amplifies the problem. I 100% agree. If you keep God first, nothing else will tear that union apart. That's true too. She has an African man though. It's not the same. What you mean by that, Brianna? Elaborate, baby. I think it can be. Her husband didn't want to do the show initially. Oh, so y'all didn't know that. So he didn't want to do it. Hmm. And y'all know that's how Portia ended up with Fallon's man. But that was a little bit different. I think I probably would have oops upside her head because I invited you into my home. So from the time that I invited you into my home, you was already making plans. I feel like, well, your mouth can say one thing, but I feel like you were already making plans to seal the deal with my husband, now ex-husband. See, I didn't know he didn't want to either. Y'all think this giving vacay vibes? This is giving I didn't want to tack this wig down vibes. This is giving it's windy outside and I one gust of wind would have took this unit down the street and I'm trying to hold on to it. Y'all think Miami? Okay, I'll take that. Yes, we talk about Portia and Shamia. We are asking, well, I'm asking, do you think that doing reality TV and opening up your business to the world can be detrimental to your relationship? Like you are telling everybody what this man can do for you, his, how what he does for work, how much money he makes, how you attained all your assets. And it's kind of like, you have women out there who prey on stuff like that. You have women, I know coochie flying at him. You may have never known who this man was till he appeared on this show. But now he probably got coochie flying at him from the north, east, west, and the south. Do you hear me? I bet them DMs is overloaded. Portia came conquered, and I don't know if we can even call this conquered because she going through hell through this divorce. And now that he has been sent to Dubai where he has his citizenship, I don't know how that's gonna work. But theirs is kind of messy though. He even has it where she can't record in the house. Life as J Mac. I'm trying to y'all picture is little, so I'm trying that appears to be female. No, if he gonna do it, he gonna do it. Regardless of the fact, famous or not, it's just exposed more than they are known. I kind of agree and I disagree. I would say that sometimes temptation allows us to do stuff that we would not regularly go out and do just all free willy. Sometimes temptation can, hey, cause us to do stuff that, like I said, we normally would not do. He gonna keep that household together for them kids. LOL, I've seen it many of times. If he's stepping outside the marriage, it's not going to affect his household. And you got some women like what's her name? Christy, Jim Jones' girlfriend, wife, fiance, whatever title you want to give her. Her train of thought was that she let out to the world was when you get into a relationship with a rapper, a ball player, or somebody that has high status, it's understood that that person is going to step out on you. She just asked for it to be respected and she not be made to look like a fool, or it a hello Barbara, this is Shirley conversation come back to her. So she says she knows that it's gonna happen. She just better not find out. I don't know if I can go with that. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, I ain't gonna say never because I ain't never had a man breaking them type of coins. I don't know what kind of coins she working with over there, but money can make you do some strange and crazy things. Portia cool, but karma always finds a way to pay a visit. That's very true. Them tables got to turn. Regardless of what you say, them tables got to turn. What about Beauty is Black? I haven't seen Beauty is Black. Rihanna say, unless he Americanized. Get away from me. At the end of the day, to each his own. But if I have to share, I'm going to be single. Okay, H-Town Virgo, I can respect that. And I like I said, I'm not never gonna say never because I ain't had nobody with them amount of coins. Sometimes that money make you do some strange things. The temptation is always there. If it's there, it just may happen sooner. Okay, just Siobhan, I can feel that. Hey, Soraya Brown. Hopefully I said that right. Yeah, if I butcher y'all name, I truly apologize. Hooked on phonics kind of work for me. Hey, Carla. So what do y'all have plans for today? It's where I am in Houston. It is very nice outside. Like I said, it's very windy. That's why I got this little scarf situation going on because I plan to step outside, turn a few corners, and can have this wig taking flight. Hey, Live Well LA. Oh, thanks for sharing the live. Make sure y'all like the live. And again, if y'all have not joined the squad, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We almost to another milestone. It would be wonderful if we can make it there on today. I think last time I checked, I was 85 shy. 85 shy. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel. We got some big announcements coming up before the end of the month. And I think y'all gonna be happy. Y'all gonna be proud of your girl. Only way I'm keeping it cute is if I got a side dude. You need a distraction. If you got a distraction on your own, then yeah, you ain't really too much worried about it. Just like he got side pieces and he breaking me off with a big bag on the regular. Okay. Hey everyone, let's run up these likes. Thank you, Reps. Jay Boogie, I was in Houston last week for the rodeo and the weather was fantastic compared to Dallas. Okay. Baby, I did that rodeo one night, and that was the first night of the cook-off. And I think I'm rodeoed out. Like I that parking 10 miles away from getting to the establishment, taking the train, walking 5 miles. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Now, it was a good time. I would just say, let me say this, let me rephrase that. That was an expensive good time for me because the ticket for the rodeo cook-off that I paid for was $175. To get on the grounds of the rodeo was $26. To park my car was $25. Mm-mm. That was too much for me when we was crammed in there like we was on a Sunday fun day. Okay, it's gonna be like how faces and 5015 and all that is on today, which normally is free entry. You just pay the park. So it was an expensive good time. So unless somebody giving me a ticket, I don't want to do that no more. Yes, very expensive. California is beautiful today, but I'm tired and gotta work tomorrow. So after these errands, I'm heading back home. I know sometimes we gotta listen to our bodies and take that little rest that's needed. What did I think of that baton situation? I commented on that video, baby. That lady knows she Tanya Harding that woman cross her head. I don't want to hear nothing else about that. And we talking about the relay now. Somebody's asking about that pole punter. I don't care what she said. She was finishing the stride, and ma'am, your hand went back and came down with force. Quit lying. You hit that girl. You were a sore loser. You could not gain control of your emotions at the time, and you allowed it to come out. You smacked that child across her head, and it is what it is. It is what it is. You tying hard in that woman across her head. So take accountability and go ahead and get whatever punishment that you're gonna get. Because yes, ma'am, you sure did. You going to the rodeo this week to the carnival? Make sure your boots comfortable. Make sure you got on some comfortable boots. Don't go out there like me. I had them fashion boots on and they let me know who was in control. I only had one plate and two margaritas. So paid over $200. I would say no. I did not get my money's worth. But I mean, the drinks were plentiful. They were available. It just the tent that we were in was extremely crowded. And that was my first experience as well. That was my first experience. Like I said, it wasn't all bad, just an expensive good time. I would do it again if I have to spit up my coins for it. Thank you, April Grant. Hey, Demetrius Washington. Yeah, if I don't got to spend my coin for it, I'm good. We got 210 in the live right now. Make sure y'all give us a thumbs up. Also, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Follow me on all platforms. I'm J. Corine on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Make sure y'all go follow your girl. Yes, very intentional. Very intentional. And the fact that they keep holding press conferences to say that it wasn't intentional just gets on my nerves. Y'all is wasting the airtime, please. Then her family upset. How y'all upset that we saw what we saw and you can't blow smoke up our tush? Like how y'all mad at us? Cause y'all want us to swallow what y'all trying to put in. No. Mm-mm. Thank you. What do you think about the breeder that drag the hairstylist that dragged the 15-year-old? I got what you meant. See, I fixed it. You erased it. I got what you meant. This is what I say. So many times people in the service industry are taken advantage of. And we have to think about if we have, and like she said, that was not the first time that this has happened to her. I don't know if that was the first time that particular individual did it or not. But at the same time, even if she sent the money, I'm sure there was some type of verbal interaction prior to that happening because she said the girl tried to run. So I think when they play it on the news, it just makes it look like she acted off the spur of the moment. I do feel like there was an interaction and she should have verbalized if she truly did send the money. She should have said, I accidentally sent it to the wrong person, in which that person on the other side of that cash app could have been one of her friends. Like, I'm going to send you this money on accident. We'll split it. Oh, you can make any type of agreement to, to con somebody. So it's like, she acted off emotion. If I've done someone's hair or any type of service for anyone and you think you just gonna leave scot-free, no. No, I think dragging her in, she did not hit her. I don't feel like, and she said she did not know the girl's age. I don't feel like the punishment should be that severe. I think both of them should learn a lesson. The other girl should be in trouble for theft of service. And the other girl, I guess, whatever little rinky dink assault charge she'll get for dragging her. But she did more than others would have done. She did more than others would have done. You should people need to be held accountable for their actions. Us as the consumer and the person providing the service, because sometimes we are giving services that are not up to par or what we pay for. I think everybody needs to start being held accountable. Everybody. That girl knows she didn't get that girl that send that money to the right cash app. Come on, man, you tripping. And like I said, there was some type of verbal interaction between the two for her to know, hey, you trying to leave. And then what you try to run from? If everything was on the up and up, why did you try to run? Like I said, live see, if you have provided a service to someone and you try to run after I've already told you, man, you're not gonna pay me. What's gonna happen is the good gonna have to suffer with the bad. So when we go in to get our hair done, just like at the nail shop, they're gonna want their money prior to them finishing the service. They're gonna want their money prior to them finishing the service. I have a acquaintance that provided a service, a $4,500 service or something like that. It was like 4,000. Home repair, or home. She did some paintings and things like that for a client, and the client loved the work. Text her, oh, I love it. My husband loves it. My child loves it. Da 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 da. Everybody love it. And 2 weeks later, filed a dispute and got all her money back, all her money back. So just imagine when you have this money sitting in your account that you probably have already allocated for bills, and somebody goes and files a dispute and they snatch all that money, that would send smoke flying up out your ass and you ready to lay hands on somebody. You don't think about all that. All you think about is I've worked hard and this how you gonna do me. But why take it out on her though? She was the client at the time. I don't think, like the lady said, she did not know the child's age. But in the heat of the moment, I don't think you would have thought about the age either. I know I wouldn't have. I'm not gonna ask you before I start at you. How old you are before we start this fight? No, we ain't gonna do that. I usually use the QR code. Yeah, that's true. I think both sides should. There's accountability that was dropped on both sides. She definitely should be held accountable for trying to leave. Yes, she should. I think both of them should. I think she should get her little assault charge. She should get in trouble for theft of service. Yeah, okay, so the 18-year-old got a theft, the assault charge, excuse me. The 18-year-old got the assault charge. I'll give her some grace for being young. Next time, call. Yeah, that's they're not dragging us by the hood. They call the police like she should have done. Okay. It's like the Dallas cheer competition trying to make people believe they didn't hear that what they heard gunshots. Okay, so a girl I work with at the gym, her daughter was actually there. And when we were checking on her, her daughter was hiding in the restroom, and they were saying she was saying there was an active shooter. And then when they played it on the news, they were like, it was just the parents in the stands fighting. So I was confused as to what that ended up being. So it was actual live gunshots. Wow. Stacy Barkley? Maybe, maybe not. I think y'all gonna like what's coming. I really do. I truly handle you before you get the opportunity to leave my shop. I'm telling you, Star. See, we are coming from a place where it's not us providing a service, but when you stood behind a chair for hours and putting time and effort into, and then you losing money, that's a different type of rage. A different type of rage. Because I provided services for people too that done went ghosts. And it, let me tell you, when, like I said, when you have that money accounted for and you know, this is how I pay my bills, my livelihood. Now, what you have done has affected me keeping a roof over my head, feeding my children, and all that. It's a different kind of rage. Hey, Miss Johnson, free Jean Marie. I totally understand. I totally understand. The stylist is 18. She's young as well. She said the girl tried to run out. I know she did. So she did what the best thing, tried to keep her there until the police came. Let me tell y'all stylist something. What y'all gonna have to start doing? Y'all gonna have to start having some super soakers in there. Okay. They gonna start locking us in on the inside. They gonna have a little button to buzz us out now. Like the good finna suffer with the bad. I'm telling y'all. The good is finna suffer with the bad just because of that. They gonna lock us in there and all that. Baby, because I can't I'm just gonna be honest. I can't imagine. I can't imagine. That's how it is in NYC. They have a buzzer at the door. Hey, because people come in with they know what they're doing when they come in. They have already planned this out in their head. It's all premeditated. Don't think that this is a spur of the moment. Oh, I'm finna go get my hair done and I'm finna. No, 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 no. It's premeditated. Like I said, the whole accident sent the cash app. I guarantee the person who received that money was her partner. Oh, they already charging high deposits, honey. They charging high deposits because I pay them. The non-refundable high deposits. Yes, they doing that already. Well, at least here where I am. Star, it definitely was planned. I think it was premeditated. People are very crafty and they think about stuff before they do it. And she probably took that girl for weak. Some people take your kindness for weakness until you show them, look, I'm not to be toyed with. I am not to be toyed with. But even I'm a licensed barber and stylist. People have tried that with me. That's why I do non-refundable deposits. I don't know if she paid a deposit, Tina Bean, or not. I'm not that familiar with the story. Someone just asked here in the chat. I never thought about it. It could be planned. Damn, I'm slow. It definitely could be planned. And let me tell you how I know because when I was young, I have done several dine and dashing. Okay, back in the gap, I did not have a coin, and sometimes I want to go out to eat. When I tell you it was planned, we planned it out before we stepped in the people restaurant and ordered them steaks, and we didn't order nothing cheap either. We didn't order chicken, we ordered steak, surf, and turf. Okay, we ordered the highest thing on the menu with a dessert. Okay, baby, we planned that out before we walked in the people restaurant and got up and left. Brianna, it was unprofessional. It was. But I say it's just different when you on this side of it. It's when you're on this side of it, it's very different. Jersey sending inappropriate text to women 10 years old. This world is sick. Okay, now the one in Jersey, we jumped too fast for that one. So they have now said that the mother planned that it was all fake. And if that's the case, I think they need to press charges on the mother. Because that type of reputation to put on someone's head as being a child sex offender and doing that. So potent pondering, go back and look. I think Tasha K posted it. It said that the mother planned all that and it was all fake. He really didn't do that. Hold on, y'all going too fast now. Girl, I had a lady tell people she worked in my shop and people were sending her money. Girl, I got on top of it. That has happened to I've heard that happening to a lot of people. Creating fake Facebook pages, open up fake GoFunds. Like people just out to get you. I did restaurant management and dealt with the food was nasty. Give me my money back, but they ate 90% of the meal. Jay Boogie, I have probably been one of them people. Not now though. In the past, not now. In the past, I have. And let me tell you that last dine and dash, I will never forget it. We used to have this place out here called Astor World, okay, and it was on the side of 610. There was a Denny's. That was the last place I dined and dashed. I went, me and my cousins now. Look, cousins now. We went into Denny's. I ain't gonna reveal who it was, and it was someone who is now a comedian, up and coming famous comedian. We went into Denny's. Like I said, I ordered the surf and turf. Okay. Because I'm like, even if I did have me a little coins, I probably wouldn't have been able to buy this surf and turf. Ordered it, we ate, we left, jumped in my cousin's station wagon that did not start. So we started sweat. I thought we were finna go to jail for eating god doggone steak and shrimp and not paying for it. We jumped in the station wagon. Station wagon did not start, but luckily there was a couple who was parked behind us that was doing the same thing. That everybody, management in the restaurant, everybody was at their car writing their license plate down, and finally the doggone station wagon started, and it did a backfire. It like left a cloud of smoke. It was horrible. It was embarrassing. Yes, Star. They will make fake pages. People, and it's crazy because people put a lot of thought and effort into scamming, into doing people wrong. When you could just apply that into something positive, and I'm sure you can go further with it. Like, I just don't, I don't get it. She should have had. You think that lady was gonna willingly come in there and sweep up some hair? Brianna, nah. I know you have wishful thinking and hopeful thinking. That lady was not gonna come in there and sweep up no hair. That lady plan was to leave. Slay down. Her plan was to, if she took off running, her plan was to leave. I've done that too before as a youngster. I've gotten my nails done and took off running. Their plan was to leave. That lady was not gonna come in there and willingly sweep up no hair. That's like when I ate at Denny's. The plan was to leave. I wasn't gonna come in there and willingly wash no dishes. The Lord definitely was telling us something because when I got my nails done and I ran out them people shop, I left on a bike and my bike hit a little bump in the ground and I kind of fell off and broke all the nails. Well, on this hand, I had broke like three of them. And I skinned up my elbow right here, was all skinned up and I was bleeding. The Denny's by the car. Why you want to know which Denny's it was? It was is it a car? No, it's not a car lot. On the other side of the car lots, on the other side of the freeway. I don't know where her mother was. Like I said, I'm not that familiar with that situation. I know Pope Pondering asked about it in here, or I don't know, somebody asked about it in here. Got caught by your parents, and what did they do? Baby, if my mama would have caught me, do you not? I bet you have some good, but let me tell you something. That story that I got on my channel when I got caught shoplifting, I asked the police to please take me to jail. I said, please take me to jail. Do not call my mother. She is crazy. Take me to jail and I take whatever punishment. Like, I did not want them to call my mama. I don't know. With my nails, I just feel like now it's a waste of money. I keep my hands submerged in water so much, dealing with my mom, having to flip her and turn her and lift her, and they kept breaking, or I just felt like it was a waste of money. So every now and then I would put me a lead press on now. But getting them done and having to do the responsibilities that I have, like I had plans on cleaning her gutters. Like, you don't want to do that with no nails on. Like, she got trees and all kinds of stuff and stuff that I can take care of myself without having to pay somebody outright to do it. I typically try to do it myself. Yeah. Yeah, but yes, the Lord took care of me. When I so like now, or I should say now, because now I am very aware of the things that I do, and karma is very important. Karma, I feel like is real, and I try to treat people how I want to be treated. I try to teach that to my children. I try to operate with integrity, and so now I don't do those type of things. But when stuff has happened to me back in my late 20s, early 30s, late, mid 30s, I'm like, I probably deserve that. Like, I can't really cry about it. I have to take it as a loss and move on for the things that I did prior. So I am I'm one to take accountability, even for the things I did as a child. I'm one to take accountability, and I'm like, okay, you know that you did this, that, and the third. So this is probably, your karma now. Now you did it in New York, Bone Pondering? Not all of them. Three of them was broke though. And I said, you know what? Okay, it says, are you still looking for a 9 to 5 job, or you believing God has you where He wants you? I am trusting. Now, don't get me wrong. I have occasionally put in applications. I will tell y'all my dilemma with that is I don't want to go back into a managerial role. I feel like that was very stressful, and with the duties that I have with my mother and things like that, I just want to go do my job, collect my check, and go home. So a lot of people have said I'm overqualified for the positions that I'm applying for. I feel like sometimes they feel like I may eventually come for their role. So it's like, okay, you're applying for da da da. And it's like, yes, ma'am, I know. I applied for, because I've gone on a couple of interviews, and it's kind of like they try to deter me from completing the interview. So it's kind of like, maybe that's another sign. I am trusting that God has me covered. I have not missed a beat with anything, and I'm very thankful and blessed for that. So the Most High got me. I tell my kids the truth. Yes, I tell my kids the truth. Free Jim Marie. I tell my kids the truth as to I'm trying to get them to avoid the things, where I butt my head. So hopefully they don't have to go through some of that. But sometimes children, gonna do what it is that they want to do, and they got to face their consequences as well. Nike, I feel like with content creating, um, I like it. It's forever evolving and things change a lot. So it's a constant thing to have to keep up with what's trending. So I know, as you all can see right now, podcasts are popping out of the woodworks. Everybody has a podcast, and that is what's trending. So when you look into doing social media, you have to be ready to keep up with what's trending. You got Kiki Palmer with a podcast. You got um Nene Leaks, I saw, has just separated from who she was with. Sierra Glam Shop. They had one, but now Nene has her own. I saw her first episode was aired. You got Poor Minds. You got so many people with podcasts. So it is keeping up with what's trending that's going to keep you in the game. How's your oldest daughter doing? My oldest daughter is doing great. She just left here going back to school from spring break. And if y'all did not know, I have a 21-year-old daughter who hates being on camera. She absolutely hates it. So I respect her wishes. Human resources? I don't know. Oh, I mean, for a long time, I trained, I was responsible for, so much in that managerial role that I don't know. But I'll never say never. I'll never say never right now. I'm trusting that the Most High has me covered. I'm trusting that the ideas that I've prayed for, that I've been working on, that it will all pan out. Hey, Jay Michelle, you caught alive. What Brianna said. Hold on. I know that's right. Brianna, what you said? They agreeing with you. Let me go see what Brianna said, because Brianna be in here talking. Brianna. My mom is doing good. I see that one. I don't know if you said something before that. Mom is doing good. She had a health scare. They found a nodule on her thyroid. Come to find out, it's not cancerous. It was a cyst, which is which is still bad, but not as bad. They were going to want to they were saying they wanted to put her to sleep, do the biopsy, put a needle through her neck to drain some of the fluid out and test it and all that. But then they kept saying they didn't know if she can handle being put to sleep. And then they were saying if it is cancerous, they don't know if she's strong enough to handle chemo. So, baby, but mom's good. She's good. When I tell y'all God is good, God is good. Thank you, Star. I'm a small creator. You have to just keep at it. You have to keep at it. Keep creating your content. I would look up on YouTube things that are trending. You have to look up things that are trending, put out that type of content, to get pushed into the algorithm. Yes, he is. God is good. Even when I'm undeserving, y'all don't understand. God be showing up. Okay. Showing up on time. Yeah, Google. Look at when you get on YouTube, type in things that are trending. You got to figure out a way to get into the algorithm. And the algorithm switches up from time to time. I don't know if y'all pay attention to numbers, but now the creators that would normally do vlogging, those numbers have kind of dwindled down because, like I said, podcasts are what's trending right now. So it's smart to try to keep up with what's in. Yes, everybody wants a podcast. What is everybody entertaining? I'm a little confused with the second part, the question. Are you saying, but is everybody entertaining? And sometimes everything is not for everybody. I've come to realize that. I've come to find out, with this doing content creating, you got to sometimes find your own lane. You got to sometimes find your own lane and try to do what's best for your audience, number one, and, you know, what's comfortable for you, something that you can stay consistent with. Do music. Brianna, please. You trying to have me flop, honey. What can I do with music besides play the tambourine? I was hoping her situation is so sad. It makes me so sad just to think about it. Because too, in her situation, that money, baby, that money got her in a predicament she's in. Greedy people. Yep. If you have an audience, the job is to stay consistent. If you want to keep the audience engaged, I 100% agree. Is it hard to get sponsorships? Kind of. Kind of. So again, y'all be so sick. See, this is where I feel like I was able to grow. Y'all be so scared of you copying this one, you copying that one. If it worked for them, you're damn right. I'm gonna copy them because guess what? Like I said in blogs before, Nike didn't stop making tennis shoes because Reebok had one. Reebok didn't stop because Adidas put out a tennis shoe. Balenciaga didn't stop because Chanel put out an earring. If it's working for the next person, copy. By all means, copy. So when you watching blogs, when you watching these sponsorship companies, pause the vlog, go to Google up that company. There should be some type of contact information down at the bottom. Send them an email. Send them an email. Hey, I'm an up and coming content creator. I would love the opportunity. Sometimes when you're first starting off with sponsorships, you may do a couple for free. I think my first sponsorship, I made $75. Copy. Copycat. I'm gonna get that copycat. I don't care about all that. That don't hurt my feelings by one bit. If it worked for the first person, it can work for you too. Like I said, when you watch, if you are a content creator and you feel like you want to get into doing sponsorships, when you're looking at people's vlog, you see that they're doing a sponsorship for L'Oreal. I don't care what it is. I don't care how big the company is. It don't hurt. Like my auntie tells me, the worst thing somebody can say is no or not at this time. Stay persistent. When you gain a few more subscribers, your views go up a little bit, send that same company email. I've had companies tell me no a lot. No, 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 no. That didn't stop them emails from coming. I steady would send them, same company over and over. I had in my notes section on my phone, I have this generic email typed up, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, and I would send them. And I didn't stop until somebody said yes. Now, it may not have been the amount of money that I wanted, but that's okay because as long as your foot in the door, you can finagle the rest. Let's see. It's more than one clothing store, so why can't you? You could copy. So when people tell me all the time, "Oh, you copying such and such," you copying, damn right. So if y'all ever fix y'all fingers to type that, I'm telling you now, I'm a copycat. Copy. I'm still learning content creation. And like I said, if it worked for the next, it can work for you too. I don't necessarily have to go back. Like I said, God is good. I would say that. God is good. I haven't missed a beat. And yeah, I haven't missed a beat. So my thing is to perfecting my craft in the content creating world and see how that ends up. Thank you, Jay Boogie. I appreciate it. That's right. Copy, adjust to your personality, and go. I've gotten, I ain't gonna lie, I done got sponsorship for companies I can't even pronounce their name. I had to go find an actual sponsorship video from another creator just to figure out how to pronounce the name. I done sent promo clips to companies where I done said these people's name wrong. And they was like, that ain't how you say our name. I'm like, damn. But hey, I mean, I'm just being honest. I'm being flat out honest with y'all. It be like that sometimes. But guess what? I still work for those companies. I still work for those companies, and they like the clip I sent. So hey, it is what it is. What are y'all doing today? I'm about to get out in these streets. I'm about to let some wind blow through this little here wig. Are you still running your classes at your gym? Yep. I taught yesterday. Honey. I taught yesterday. I've been teaching for 8 years. I've been teaching for 8 years. See that I need me a one-time pass to Costco. Went to the rodeo yesterday, feet still killing me. Baby, when I tell you that walk to the car when I went was so terrible. Terrible. Toes curled up. Oh, bottom of the feet raw. It was terrible. All right, you went to church, just about to relax, take a shot for me. Okay, I just might. What happened to JBW watches? I don't know. I never got a paid sponsorship from JBW. The JBW watch that I purchased it. Not give away eggs. How am I gonna ship them to you? How am I gonna ship you some eggs? Y'all waiting on Pink Table J. You know, I'm doing soon to hit your 50s. Let me tell you, just start cutting out that sugar because when menopause hit, it will be a whole different slowing down of your body. And that's my problem. I love cakes, pies, and gummy bears and gummy worms and all that. That's my issue. That's my issue. Well, y'all, it was so good chatting with y'all. I like doing these little lives. It was so good. Next time I give y'all more of a warning. I just jumped on here. I was like, let me get on here and talk to the squad. But before I end this live again, if you have not hit that subscribe button, I'm trying to hit that 26K milestone before, hopefully before the day is over, but for sure before the week ends, before my birthday. Can we do that before my birthday? Tell a friend and tell a friend, tell a cousin, tell a niece, tell a auntie, tell a uncle. Hit that subscribe button on J. Corine's YouTube page. We got some big announcements coming up. And yeah, y'all enjoy the remainder of your Sunday and see y'all later. Bye, y'all.